keypads pried off with crowbars, a stolen ATM, and wads of missing cash. And that's not all police say was taken from 3 local businesses in just the past 7 days.
Spring blossoms in the Rose City, just in time for the weekend.
When the sun is out, you have to get out.
We'll take you across town and how people are soaking in the sun while it lasts.
In less than 24 hours, Aaron Brockovich will be in Portland to discuss the scare in the air. Well, we just learned about cancer rates in neighborhoods near 2 glass companies.
But first, nearly 12 people hit by cars in just the past week and a half.
It's very traumatic for everybody involved.
We'll take you on a ride with Portland police and what they're trying to do to stop this from happening. That's First on Fox.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Wayne Garcia.
And I'm Elizabeth Dinh. First on Fox tonight, a dangerous stretch of days on Portland area streets. In just the past 2 weeks, car crashes have seriously hurt or killed a dozen people, mostly pedestrians. And so far this year, 12 people have been killed in crashes. That's almost double the number from the same time last year.
Fox 12's Kelsey Watts is live with some new patrols heading out across the city in response. Kelsey?
Yeah, those new patrols started yesterday and continued again tonight here in the East Precinct, which you see behind us, a part of town where many of these crashes have happened lately. And now officers from other precincts are coming in to help with these patrols. They're cracking down on traffic safety because lives are literally on the line.
We'll probably get some people zipping through.
Portland police officer Timothy Paolini doesn't usually patrol these streets, but today he's on a mission. One of the 11 extra officers called in to help the 30 or so already on the streets in the East Precinct, cracking down on traffic safety. It's in response to an overwhelming number of recent crashes, mostly involving pedestrians. 12 people have been killed in the city of Portland in the last 12 weeks, and many others have been seriously injured.
I've known a couple people that have gotten hit. I've had people that have died in car crashes around here. It's actually really sad, and it's just sudden too. It caused such a big traumatic event.
Stay in the car, sit tight for a minute, okay?
It doesn't take long for Officer Paolini to find a speeding driver going 46 in a 40. She's not over by much, and he'll give her a warning, but it's a chance to start a conversation.
Yeah, you're doing about 46. It's a 40 zone. Right now, we're kind of just doing some high visibility enforcement because of all the recent traffic fatalities.
The hope is that everyone on the road, not only drivers, but also pedestrians and cyclists, pay more attention to what's around them in hopes that this string of recent crashes ends here.
It doesn't do you any good to speed up and hurry to get someplace if you're not going to end up getting there.
And these special enforcements will continue in different parts of the city as well over the next couple of weeks. Now, in some of these recent cases, DUIs have been involved. Obviously, that's one thing officers will be looking for, but also speeding drivers, people distracted, maybe on cell phones, people walking into crosswalks when they shouldn't be. All of those little things that really make a huge difference. Live in Southeast Portland tonight, I'm Kelsey Watts, Fox 12 Oregon.
Just last night, a Vancouver firefighter was killed when he was hit by a car. Some of his fellow firefighters rode in the ambulance with him to the hospital, though he passed away at around midnight. Now, members of his department are remembering one of their own.
They're sitting around the kitchen table, telling stories about Andrew, laughing. I know that in their quiet moments, they're going to be, there's going to be some hurt.
Tonight, fellow firefighters are remembering Andrew Miller. He started working for the Vancouver Fire Department in 2011.
Andrew fit right in with the joking at the fire department.
But his life was cut short Thursday night. While he was walking home, he was hit by a car in the 500 block of Northeast 112th Avenue in Vancouver. Some of Miller's fellow firefighters rode in the ambulance with him to the hospital and stayed with him there, though he later died from his injuries.
I left to go get food, and when I came back, they had completely shut the road off.
Andrew Hipp lives near the spot where Miller was hit. He says he's always worried about bad crashes happening on this road, saying there is poor lighting at night and cars tend to speed by.
I always really pay attention, especially late at night, because cars are really going quick down here. There are lots of people on motorcycles that like to race down this road, and so it's just like a road that I would really watch out for.
We're told Miller worked at several fire stations throughout the community and was friendly with everyone. It's a reason so many are mourning this loss tonight.
He was a wonderful guy. I enjoyed working with him, and I think that Yeah, I think the key thing is that we're going to miss Andrew greatly.
Police tell us alcohol and speed do not appear to be factors in that crash, and the 25-year-old driver involved did stay on scene. A memorial is now being planned for Miller in Spokane, and that's where he's from. In lieu of flowers, his parents are asking for donations to the Vancouver Firefighters Community Assistance Fund, and we have more information for you at kptv.com.
2 teenagers are recovering after being stabbed by another teen. Tonight, we're learning that it may have started over a Facebook fight. 15-year-old Alan Gibson made his first court appearance this morning. He's facing charges of attempted murder. Court documents say the victim was a friend of Alan's, but they recently started fighting online. The victim says he and another friend went to Alan's home in Hillsborough to end the argument. While there, documents say Alan stabbed them multiple times. We spoke to neighbors who say this is the last thing they would ever expect to hear.
Very quiet, good kids. When they moved in here, their son was very small, an infant, so I've known them for a long time. Never any trouble. They just walk the dog. They do everything together. Very polite.
Both victims are expected to be okay. Alan has not yet entered a plea, but is due back in court next week.
Now to the scare in the air. In less than 24 hours, well-known environmental activist Erin Brockovich will be in Portland to speak about air quality. And this comes as the Oregon Health Authority released 15 years worth of information on cancer rates in Portland near glass plants. Fox 12's Nora Hart joins us live in Southeast Portland with the latest findings. Nora?
Yes, Elizabeth, I'm in front of Bullseye Glass. This is one of the companies at the center of controversy after dangerous levels of heavy metals were found in the air and in the soil around here. Now, since that news came out, Bullseye Glass, along with Euroburrows Glass in North Portland, have agreed to stop using those heavy metals in production. Neighbors around here say that's a good start, but there's still a lot that needs to be done.
I'm trying to write my name in mud.
Dirt, sticks, and sunshine.
Yes.
Bill Crawford's kids couldn't ask for a better play area, but Bill almost had to let their backyard sanctuary full of produce shrivel up.
This whole patch here is raspberries, and we have a grapevine over there and an apple tree.
After learning heavy metals may be poisoning their plants,
We tested some of our arugula.
those results came back clear. But he also had his kids tested for heavy metals, and thankfully he received even more bright news.
Thank God my kids, they were tested and the lead results came up normal, and so did same with cadmium and arsenic. It's a huge, huge relief for us.
It is welcome news, and it comes as Oregon Health Authority releases cancer rates from the last 15 years in neighborhoods surrounding 2 Portland glass plants. The findings show no major jump in lung or bladder cancer. Those are the 2 diseases most associated with heavy metal exposure. However, there was a slight increase in bladder cancer in the area between 1999 and 2003. Even so, Crawford says that's only one aspect.
Yes, it's nice to hear that the cancer rates aren't particularly bad, but that's not the only thing to worry about. And once again, it's too bad to prove that we must prove that we are sick before these companies can behave.
Crawford will be among the crowd of people gathering Saturday to hear environmental activist Erin Brockovich speak on Portland's air quality.
Her coming here, it seems to, really demonstrate the movement.
The kids can now enjoy their eggs and garden snacks, but Crawford says he won't be able to breathe easy until he knows the air is clean.
Just very depressed about this whole thing. This is our life. This is where we live. When you hear something that the air you breathe is toxic, yeah, that'll shake you up.
Back out here live in front of Bullseye Glass, Erin Brockovich will be in Portland tomorrow to speak at a community forum that's hosted by the Eastside Portland Air Coalition. Doctors and environmental experts will be on hand to answer any questions as well. That event will be tomorrow at Revolution Hall, 3 p.m., and it is free and open for the public to attend. Live in Southeast Portland tonight, Nora Hart, Fox 12 Oregon.
Well, we got a glimpse of summer today. Perfect weather to get outside and soak up the sun. A lot of people did just that all over the Portland area. And even into the evening, especially along Northwest Portland's 23rd Street.
Yeah, and that's where we find Kendra Kent live tonight. Kendra, gotta ask, how's it feel out there now?
Hey guys, it's actually still pretty warm out here right now. I'm actually a little bit warm in this jacket right now, so definitely great weather. And of course, earlier today, so nice to get an ice cream. And take a look at this line over here, out in front of Salt and Straw. You can see it wraps all the way around the corner there. I'm pretty new to the Portland area, so I even braved the line to get my first scoop of Salt and Straw earlier, and it has just been non-stop along this road today. With a line this long to get a scoop, you know it can only mean one thing.
So when the sun is out, you have to get out.
Yes, Portlanders coming out of hibernation, enjoying the first taste of summer. Thousands flocking the streets of Northwest 23rd Street, ending the week's stretch of warm weather with a night out on the town. And you're wearing a t-shirt, you got your shades on.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
A boost in spirits and business. Bring it on, says St. Henri's. The patio tables are out.
When I wake up in the morning and see the sun out, I usually know it's going to be a busy day here.
There's a certain urgency here to take advantage and soak it all in. This is Portland, after all.
You never know when it's going to start raining again.
Yeah. Hopefully, this is no April Fool's joke.
Fingers crossed.
And if you could not get outside and enjoy the weather today, no worries. This good weather is going to stick around for a little bit. And I know a lot of people are hoping it'll stay for the rest of the season. Reporting live in Northwest Portland, Kendra Kent, Fox 12 Oregon.
All right, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Mark Nelson. Man, it was warm.
We did it again today. In fact, the last 3 days, it was, hey, warmest day so far, warmest day so far. And today we hit 76 degrees here in Portland. That's like, I got to pull this out of my brain somewhere back there. It's like the latter part of June. Wayne's like, be careful. Don't pull those other facts out. Yeah, 76 degrees. Welcome, Elizabeth. Okay, look at those temperatures today. Everybody in the mid-70s around the mid-metro area. So, yeah, it did feel like a summer day. And I wouldn't say it feels like a summer evening, but, boy, it's pretty warm out there. In fact, we're still a few degrees above where we would typically see the afternoon temperatures. And here we are at 10 p.m. at night. Now, there was a little change today. In fact, a little bit of low cloud cover came up the Columbia River from the ocean. And the issue is tomorrow, I think we're going to see a lot of that. So tomorrow we'll definitely not start sunny here in the Portland metro area and many areas west of the Cascades. Of course, even at the coastline, we have plenty of sunshine this afternoon. But coming up, we have some rain in the forecast, but we also have temperatures that stay pretty warm within our 7-day forecast. Okay, we'll let you know when the rain shows up and also when we go back to the warm, dry stuff, too.
The 10 o'clock news is just getting started.
It's a turkey so bold, it even stopped traffic.
It's been very elusive.
Big problem drivers are seeing in Lebanon, and what you should do if one lands in front of your car. The Oregon State women's basketball team has a need for speed. We'll show you how they let loose before preparing for this weekend's Final Four. And he has his own beer. Now he has a new gig. Find out where former Trailblazer Terry Porter has just landed a brand new job. Then, yanked out of the car by canines, kids pulled out of an upstairs window, and a man swings a razor-sharp machete. You don't want to miss these incredible videos in tonight's Caught on Camera.